Today's market was very choppy, a lot of liquidity building up, down. And if you're really not careful, it can be very tricky and you can lose a lot of money on days like this. So what I want to show in this video is some of the signs that we can see beginning of the day to help us understand what we might be coming across as the day progresses, and we can protect our capital. So let's look at that now.
Are you ready?
Ready.
All right, so swapping over to our charts here, I'm going to start on the 30-minute today. I know sometimes we look at the daily, but let's kind of just look at what we're seeing here. So today has been nothing more than just this area building for a bigger move. Now, this can be actually a really good thing. We talk about it, the liquidity in the market. So the market is nothing more than liquidity and moves, right? So today we're just getting this liquidity move here for a bigger move. The question is, which way do we go? So we could go one of two ways, obviously, up or down. And what we're looking at is if we actually break this shelf here on this level, so you can see this level here, if we break this area and begin to push down, what I would want to see is a break, maybe a retest of this area. And I could see us coming down to potentially this area. Now, why do I say that? There's really two reasons. So one is structure, and two is we've built so much here that we have to get a bigger move. It's not just going to be a 10-point move. This is going to be a fairly large move. So if we did get something like this, you're going to be looking at what? Let's just say 880 to 650, and that seems about right. Just kind of knowing what the market is. So I'm going to kind of zoom out a little bit more to show you this. And again, here we are building this area. Now I'm going to show you the two structures that we have on both sides. So one, if you were strong, and two, if we're weak. Okay. And so if we are strong, what we're doing right now is we are building, actually, I'm going to zoom out even more. We're building for this bigger move to the upside. Now, many people would say, well, we have kind of like a trend line of sorts here that we could build, and we're really trying to break this area. You could say that, right? And so if we get above this area, we're moving up. I would agree. I would probably take this at a lower level though, and I would say this is more of an inverse head and shoulders. So we can see this would be a shoulder, this would be our head, trying to collect those buyers to really push up. And right now we're on this right shoulder, so it's very tricky. If we're going to be strong, we probably tomorrow will see a move out of this trend line and up to, I would say, probably at least this area. So maybe like 490, maybe 25,500, something like that, right? And even so, if we want to be even stronger, because if you kind of zoom out, you'll see there's even more liquidity. We could get this move up to this area right here. Okay, so 885, something like that. Now, why do I say 885? The reason I say that, and it's not like I just see some magic thing. It's just this area has become supply, right? Look how many times that we've come in here and touched, right? So here was resistance, here resistance, resistance, resistance. Right here we broke through, come back down, but again, resistance. And so ever since then, this has been resistance. So that's one. So if we're going to be strong, I'd be looking at something like that. Okay, we would need to get above this 4-hour. This green line is the 200. The 200 is a key structure, so watch that as well. But that's what I would be looking at for the upside. Now, if we're going to be weak, we're going to reject this trend line again, which we've done once, we've done it twice, and we've done it 3 times now. Okay, so I would be looking for, and again, I might maybe like on the hour, and we might actually get this after hours, to be honest. But I would be looking for us to break this shelf. So you'll see I call this a shelf because we're just sitting on top of it, right? It's support. If we break below this, I would look for a move down, but then I might look for some sort of pushback up to then be that retest for the downside. Now, what do I see here? There's really it's an inverse cup essentially. So we come up and we start to kind of round off up here, and then you can see what we're doing is come back down. And if we want to, like I mentioned, we could create that kind of cup and handle to then push us back down here. So I would look for some sort of like inverse cup and handle in this situation. And our levels would be probably this area. So I would say around 630 would be a level, right? And then if we break that area, we're going to go down to this next zone, which is 420 or 415 or so. The complete structure, I would say, for this play would be in this area down here. I don't know if we're going to get all the way down here. We could be building to get that complete move all the way down. Now we might get the move here. Actually, let me remove a bunch of this. I can just show you what I'm seeing as well. And again, I've seen this 1,000 times, but over time you'll see this, right? So maybe we kind of come up, we complete this structure, but then we move back up, right, to this area, which could be this could be our support or our supply up here. So maybe we come back up there, find resistance here to then make our cup all the way down here. That's the other option we could see. So those are the really two things to look at for tomorrow, I would say, that are in play. The market is actually about to close for today, which is March 11th, 2026. But it doesn't matter what day it is. These structures play out all the time. So understanding in your mind the upside play, the upside structure, and these levels, and then also the downside play and levels. Now, the third thing that we talk about here is just start to look for on the lower time frames. What we want to look for is lower highs, right? Lower highs, lower lows. That's what we're looking for. Can we continue to break the bottom of the previous candle to the downside? Today, you can see we didn't really get that at all, right? We got to move all over the place today. Really wasn't easy to play. I did start red, was able to make a little bit at the end, but nevertheless, this move, it's a struggle right now. So be patient. Don't just jump into anything. We're looking for moving averages and so forth. If you really want to learn more about kind of how we do this, make sure you subscribe to this channel, hit the like button if you would, and join our Discord. We'd love to hear from you. And I actually go through more of these trade setups in detail in the group. And also you can ask questions. If you like this video, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.